Oh, Prof, na mini baby ameteba, usu ni na ni baby altepa.
Mate.
Akwa basubio. Ye hu ache, ye da nyame asese nkwane ahode ho.
Ma baby na oni ha ho.
Ti na chese akote na ya emi o.
Na German ko tu
Misro. Legal. Ofa ke machi.
Chama general mejoso.
Boko de.
Onyame tiase na won so e.
Nyame adominti ye ho ye papa.
Na no me ba na ode Euro Jacobs ni Kabila Shiame.
Aye.
And then was my team and so I knew
aye.
For the first time I say she open you kum nyame Israel ye ti o che. Na twi kasa na me am say me ba training. Kwa me why ade o.
Ye nyina ye hia training ye teacher na ti o.
And I think so.
I think there so abapa.
Aye you wanna che.
Gambaga Republic.
Oh, Chairman.
Ma che te say.
Nyame adumo Chairman, na munzo e.
Ye ho ye pa.
Last time
Eja, now I was legalizing.
You were
regularizing.
I'm so
hey. Me fe chiasuma ura Kweku Bimpe. Kweku Bimpe ye NPP UK Communications Director. Eti Kweku yamwachin so baby obi anim se obi no. Ura Kweku Bimpe NPP UK Communications Director yamanachin anopay. Na Prof.
Yes sir.
Tag just way free da. Enti mami ko bi shatik because on no support organized labor. Obejina ha ya luta gigi mom. Say no mama say si form. Atik ade ni nyina say. Yeah, Joseph.
Organized labor. This idea I'm not even sure they are organized.
Oh, are they?
No, Chairman. You see, oh, the socialist, no. And obi obese any text akeze me socialist, me nene. Yeah, socialist for the Chairman. You see, we believe in the fact that it is institutions like organized labor.
Yeah.
And omukuma workers. So the working class it's from proletariat, you know. In the wise thoughts of Karl Marx. Na dream say, you know, when the bourgeois or those who control the means of production, when they continue to exploit the working class, it would take organized labor like we have, to rise up against, the exploiters. And sometimes organized labor tend to they tend to describe them as socialist institutions and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
It is because they represent the working class. Entina, when organized labor said, "Say, look, I was excited because it is in concert with near work and our representatives. Organized labor. This is what they do. They fight for their workers. And Galamse say it affects all manner of working class people.
Working class.
It affects everybody. And it is if they took such an important stance, be protecting membership and by extension the entirety of the country. Now idea say bo mabasu. And I was really disappointed. In fact, I was disappointed a great deal to hear say organized labor omuchi sa omu strike saying. And Chairman, to my reasons are omuchi sa saying they have not been able to give us.
Sir, mitie ba kwa amu pache se omane omanpanyin ni aban din kita ho no. Oman se eniema ni bi wo ho a aban si obeye omane ne ya adwene. Inti account say LI ne friend po say 2642 and the renewed fight against Galamsey ni na account inti omu free say at least for starters
they have actually reinforced
LI 2642 no
disappointed in them. Chairman, if all kind organized labor or press releases now, and indeed even civil society, Chairman, the first request and a demand on government is say abide and suspending all artisanal and small scale mining activities. That was the first demand.
But Utie
this was asked for the LI 2642 no, it was an incidental demand because you cannot ban and you cannot suspend the activities of small scale miners and still have such a legislation in place. And it was an incidental demand, but the main demand was the immediate cessation of all ASM activity.
So T. Martin, you see our Chief Executive Minerals Commission also say cessation of all mining activities including small scale. Say legitimate businesses being business juma say juma mra or my examples about one mining company Waterqua I employ over 5,000 people.
Small scale mining, I employ 5,000 people.
Well, that's all more parliament.
Then that's ridiculous.
I don't know, ridiculous.
Because, Chairman, do you know the
Let me say, I need direct employment, not necessarily direct.
Chairman, let's even say indirect. Let's even you see, the maximum number of blocks a small scale mining interest can have cannot be employing people to the tune of 5,000, whether directly or indirectly. No, Chairman. You read the Minerals and Mining Act. The blocks. You can say, Chairman, large scale mining companies, do they employ that much?
Indirectly.
So this qualification.
That may be so.
Has he done any estimation to know?
Send a Juma.
No, they have not done it. To do that, you need to do an empirical study, which he hasn't done. Into a nuance or two. Now our bonus remarka. Chairman, as a mining company that we creating 5,000 jobs indirect. Chairman, got an employment problem in the eco. Because you know how many mining companies we have in this country.
Baby.
Let's say a big average. Let's even give them an average. Let's say an average of 1,000. Chairman, do you know how many young people would be employed by now? And this justification, see, they are without scientific basis.
In Tinker, organized labor should not have been disorganized. And Koso.
That's the point.
To what end?
To the end, said they will suspend the activities of ASM in the interim.
Not adding.
Chairman, who suspend no more activities now? Then government will come back to work out a more sustainable solution to the problem. Why did we do that in 2017? Because who said the only way because you cannot be dealing with a problem whilst you are still doing your muyeno. They'll find another concession to go to. But once you suspend activities, let's just say whether legal or illegal, but for now you can't even sift amongst the lot who is legal and who is not, because legal, I said it here last week, legal for you crano. In fact, some of them even do more illegal mining than the so-called illegal miners, because you see a more money, and one or muye. What you say? And the organized labor, because the mere repealing of the airline doesn't achieve much.
No, so the repealing airline, Senator says he say no. Itiamra say Obokwa mining or forest reserve. Chairman,
without the airline, no man for a year.
But the airline was used as an excuse.
No, maybe. No, this government actually legitimized the destruction of our forest by Sir Eli. But I'm saying prior to the introduction of Sir Eli, now man for a year war forest reserves, and merely removing the Eli will not stop them. Near a bit must stop your money. Say you cause a cessation of all the activities in the interim, because you go and remove the Eli. Without the Eli, they were mining the forest reserves. You go and remove the Eli, they will still go back. As you see, we are dealing with minor symptoms. When there are major causes, the major cause of galamsey and Zamzem is here. Say, you are allowing them to operate. You can't even tell who is legal and who is not. And legal for your illegal activities, you can't even tell. So you suspend, like we did in 2017. Chairman, Obi and Obet Makacham said the actions we took in 2017 did not yield results. They did.
At least in unity here.
That is the results now. I can't want them no. And it was becoming almost unprofitable to be engaged in galamsey activities.
No, then.
Or cross his second term now no papa line. Because Chairman, he indexed his second term to his success in the fight against galamsey. So he gave it his all. Chairman, Lemdak there, he has nothing to lose.
Talking about nothing to lose. Almost purchase mra omoye mra anase omode Kokrokoo say ye galamsey ye tususa no na ebiso de ye amanyosem na in the process no 2020 abato almost 3 seats bebre lose votes bebre and no
evidence to support it. How many of the mine Takwa they maintain that? Which of the mining constituencies did they lose?
Into parties MPP and Lusu baby.
No, Minka so win Lusu. But to make it look as if they lost all the mining areas, because look, which of them
almost in Yintia Banasa say Omo Santoquan. Now our main opponent NDC so show mu crying.
And that's despicable. It's unacceptable. It's objectionable. I say Kasatia sa Subaino. And I am sure say we have made some comments repeatedly. But my issue is say so now politics you are finding it difficult to take the hard decisions because we and according to you lost some seats and you don't want to lose some seats and to go and say because you don't want to lose seats. Why do people go into politics? Chairman, you are doing that to serve us. Now your personal interest and the interest of your party is much more supreme to you than the collective interest. And that is among yourself. You see, there's this famous definition of what politics is by one scholar, a friend David Easton. Also, politics is the authoritative allocation of resources. That is all there is to it. Chairman, say the 2 minute amount, then you decide, say, this is how I'm going to distribute the resources for the benefit of all. And your distribution of resources now, protecting your kind of saying, these are public goods. Young forests, these are all part of public goods. And you protecting and making sure that everybody has equal access to such goods, is what politics is all about. But if you begin, media, because of me party and elections are able to decisions are made let's just say you are betraying the very essence of politics. What you say? And it cannot be an excuse there because you lost some votes according to you, which factually is not even accurate. And not just among yourself, you are doing it for your own interest. But Ankamu here for the collective interest there. You'll be looking at the bigger picture. Now, Niomudis are going to say, we are among yourself. As a kind of and punish them accordingly. Say, Yenina, a percent kutia di, Namudi among yourself. Let's just say you are no better than the Ganam for no. What is here? Now, organize when I see Mira who Kesipa chairman, as I say, the only resort workers a war is the actions of their leadership. And the actions of their leadership. And
a leadership, the party said this is not the appropriate time.
Chairman, so what did they see when they were asking for the cessation of the when they were demanding from governments on CZ or on mine CZ or small scale and artisanal mining activities? What were they thinking? And to have threatened the strike action, not just say you had come to the conclusion, say Abaya and Adrian say on TMU. And this is the only tool available to you, and one of many tools available to you.
Yeah.
Officer is effective. You disabled that tool before you could even begin.
Where Jomo Power?
Chairman, joy is an understatement. I will describe it in a manner that actually explains my emotions. Chairman, I had you and Mamin Chichama UTAG. You see, Chairman, academics there, when push comes to shove, they are the ones who stand up to be counted. Chairman, in our fight for return to democracy, our educational institutions were there. They stood to be counted. Our academics stood to be counted. And any time they are always there to be counted. But Mamin can't so-called organized labor because to my mind they are not organized.
Are they disorganized?
Oh, super disorganized.
Simply because they are
hypocrites.
Oh, I think
they are hypocrites.
I think no name calling.
Chairman, hypocrisy is not name calling. It's just a characterization of their action.
There be unim say
it's hypocritical.
We have a linguist here. What can be very interesting. Also, in your moyen hypocritical.
Yes.
It is
that makes them
no. It is different from saying they are hypocrites. They are different.
So, Chairman,
language,
if you are engaged
communication,
in a hypocritical act, what does that mean?
Okay, they are
okay.
Hypocrites. You have a subject which is they.
Okay, omu.
And then you have a coupler verb, which is the verb to be. Are. And then you have hypocrites.
Okay, so it describes the today, no?
Today.
Okay, the actions are hypocritical.
Free.
In fact, super hypocritical.
You can even say mega pro max hypocritical.
Gargantuanly hypocritical. What you say? Prof. Dasi.
Wow, it was right.
No, Chairman, who GTA?
David, me a prof. Say my party.
No, say GTA. David teaching us. No, David.
Or see, gargantually
hypocritical. Chairman, me don't want me to say. And it says here, are they expecting solidarity from Ghanaians in the future? Sir, if they decide to strike for one reason or the other, do they expect solidarity from Ghana for?
Yeah, organized labor.
Organized labor. No, you tag free the other groups, no. Because you tag there, or much say they have convictions. Because Chairman,
but you tag no cranya munya na pe strike no.
That's it.
What's it?
Anyo munya na pe strike no.
You tag no why mo mpe.
Over 20% of UTAG for etutia.
That's insignificant.
You think so?
Chairman, you are dealing with majoritarian rule.
Okay.
They could even be 45%.
But I'm quite surprised that for somebody who says the smaller parties should be heard, and now see 20% is insignificant.
No, you see why? Chairman, if the smaller parties were to be heard, Anka will not be printing notice of when some of them are in court.
But they should go to court.
They are in court, and so.
But there's no injunction on printing of notice of poll.
You see, my understanding is once you enter appearance, me a lawyer, but you see, once you enter appearance, there is that presupposition say you need anyway, but that's for the law.
That's another matter for another day. Yeah, back to your disorganized labor and your hypocritical answers.
UTAG, actually say, in fact, they are the only organized labor in this country worth their name.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Chairman, yes. But near omu yemi one way mi jun wa minti as mine workers union for isu. Almost can who be?
Are they?
Hey, you. Is
it not interesting? Say, omu ye jumano.
And now, I mean, one.
It's a biomuti as you say.
Have you read their initial release?
What did they say?
The first demand was immediate cessation of all small scale and artisanal mining activities. That's a major demand, though.
I'm asking so much.
Well, whatever inspired them. I wouldn't say induced, but whatever inspired them, they are synonymous.
Induced.
No, inspired.
Induced. That's what I can say. Don't want to say inspired.
No, I said inspired. I didn't want to say induced. Whatever inspired them.
In the meantime, talking about your UTAG, I just received information. You said the silent majority of UTAG is going to hold a press conference. Ghana International Press Center, 10 a.m. today.
Is there another group called Silent Majority?
I am just a reporter. Atik. I am a reporter.
The destruction of the Ghanaian society.
I am a reporter. I received information. I'm sharing.
No, and I'm just asking you, maybe to the best of your knowledge, there's a group called Silent Majority.
I've just found out.
A newly formed group.
Anyway, so Atik Nina Drinche, Obisi, tell Atik the MPP lost all the mining constituencies except for Takwa and Siayem. And then many information. Business and Financial Times is reporting that MIF, that is the Minerals Income Investment Fund, and University of Mines and Technology, UMAT Ewa Takwa, are officially set to launch Operation Clean the Water Bodies.
I've been aware of this, Chairman.
I'm gonna say it's the pilot phase of this ambitious initiative. Blah 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 blah.
Why waste money to go clean water with chemicals when you can stop it naturally?
It's me cleaning.
Chairman, you clean and they pollute it the next day. Why will you buy? It's a way to just spend our money. MIF so almost can be.
MIF so I bet this tribulate.
What said they were giving money to enhance the capacity of so-called small-scale miners. Yeah, revenue. Look, MIF was set up to invest your mineral income so the money can grow.
And who says they are not?
Chairman, where have they? Where are the investments?
Maybe you should ask.
They are giving the money to small scale miners in the name of capacity enhancement. Is that what your access have told you to do?
Now, I think have you checked the profile of MIF investments?
Chairman, may cut this particular one. Who discuss commerce small scale miners who enhance your capacity. And yeah, galamsey no me. No, because if you give somebody like $1 million to $5 million, small scale miner.
Are we sure of what we are saying?
Oh, Chairman, I'm what does I mean? If I'm not sure and I don't hold any document to anything, I mean, can't want them.
Now $5 million.
That's a range. Chairman, between $1 to $5 million. It's a range. Yes.
Then
I tell me what I want to myself.
It's not me person Bibisano.
You have all people who they remember. Everyone. What I say, and they are targeted small scale miners.
Anyway,
and once you embolden them, you give them resources. At the end at the end of the day, we said to go and clean Nsiona or Masai. But that's beside the point. Media sir, Galamsin, government has not shown enough resolve to deal with the problem. Merely removing LI 2642 will not solve the problem. And young coaches almost they've renewed their efforts. What does that mean exactly? They've renewed their efforts. In the first place, implicit in such statement is the concession say they had gone to sleep. Secondly, renewed efforts. What does that mean? What is here? But the most effective, you see, it's just dancing around the issue, the solution. Said the immediate solution is to stop the activities of small scale and artisanal miners. Yankas ban them for life. And it is not illegal for government to so do. Abain obeya and illegal. It is catered for in the act. Abain is clothed. The minister is clothed with the power to do that. Now we are. Then you see that is when the Matisse MP before invite their colleagues on the other side in the NDC to come and sign a pact. Chairman, you must show commitment first. Say, you say suspend no more activities. No, call a multi-stakeholder conference. And at that conference, more be signing whether you are in opposition or you are yet to come into government or you are in government. More be signing. But if you don't do that near here, no, stop the activities first. Call a multi-stakeholder conference. Civil society, organize where you are moving. Now, UTAG formed
the organized labor.
Chairman, or much say they are not even committed to the fact.
But don't forget, UTAG is also part of organized labor.
Me see, you are moving Niger UTAG. What is here? So organized labor, there are all kinds of groups.
And Pacho,
what is here? Those who really have shown. What was there? And media, can I should release this group? I think it's media BBB against Galamsey.
Yes.
Chairman, genuinely, among what say they are committed to the fight. Those who don't show commitment, you don't even need to waste your time inviting them. At that meeting and our conference, my political party beer and signing and can't two political parties. Mamu for signing say this is the roadmap. Say this is the sustainable way to deal with it. Obian signing. Oba, you can't depart away from it and you can't use it to go and do campaign. But
first things first.
What's that?
First things first.
First things first. If you don't suspend it, now we anyway, Enko Siaga.
Mamin Samra, Mesaba, Enko Siaga. Sonim, talking about Aga, Sonim Segadus. Watuba Kwamao. Or say, please tell Atik Mohammed for us. Why is he talking as if somebody picks his pocket right now, he will not even talk? We are all Ghanaians and must face reality. If Atik's presence on Kokrokoo right now has no benefit to him, either direct or indirectly, will he be there? The president and his party have done the best. They have done better than any president before him on fighting Galamsey. The fight is a national issue. We must all put our bit in it. It is possible. Say Gadus Enfield. Atixio Otonka Ache. Then your own man Sampine. Organized labor put some conditions on the table. They have discussions with government and they have assurances of work on the Galamsey bit. They back down. Atixio waiting cry. What is the motivation of UTAG and the others who, even though we're on the dialogue table with government, have decided to continue with the strike? By the way, for the information of Atik, apart from parts of Ashanti and Eastern regions, NPP in 2020 lost almost all the mining constituencies in the country. That is Sampine. So, okay, into Sampine, some more figures now. Let us know. Now, let's see. We're talking mining areas.
When they lost Gambaga na Lilgu, you had two Galamsey or Gambaga.
Well, Gambaga because yes, ukutium. Dr. Atuedu Evans Georgia says, Atik, Why the negativity this morning? You are not the summation of knowledge in Ghana. Some listeners are cerebral too. Okay, boxing article loves debate. Or to say Kwekubakuna pepepe. Or heading or best head or back. Chairman General, good afternoon. Well, Kojo from DC, it's morning in Ghana. So Kojo from Washington DC, good morning. He says, regarding illegal mining, I have a question for UTAG leaders. Before considering a strike, what actions have they taken individually in their communities to address illegal mining? Specifically, can they provide evidence of their efforts and any proof of illegal mining activities? It's crucial to understand their individual contributions and the effectiveness of their initiatives before escalating the situation. Kojo, DC. From Washington, D.C., USA.
What does it
Kojo, D.C.
They've written papers on the situation. That's the
Article says academics, right.
And they've written.
Wafake? Inti Galamse Ntokwe, UTAG, organized labor, and in a kikaka, okay. And Pacho, maybe tuba. Sampai says, is Atik telling the world it's not true the MPP lost seats in Galamse areas? Apart from one seat in the Trifu area, NPP lost all the seats in the central region, Denchira, Trifo, and Asen North. Apart from Takwa and Siayem, all seats in the western regions were lost. And by the way, did Atik listen to the running mate of the NDC, Professor Nana Jinopukwajiman, when she was in Amenfi Central, and the NDC MPs who benefited from the spoils of the anti-Galamsey fight in 2020? What are they telling us? Sampain comes back at Atik. Ni in Bachona is quite a long one, but Ni says, my thoughts on UTAG and organized labor. I have a challenge with the university lecturers deciding to go on strike due to the menace of illegal mining. As Ghanaians, we are all concerned, but decisions based on emotions are not the way to go. Instead of embarking on the strike, UTAG could present to the government their solutions, solutions to the Galamsey problem. After all, universities exist to solve problems through their research, apart from training students for the world of work. The university lecturers should leave demonstrations and strikes to those at the base of the triangle. They should be above board. The medical doctors have shown the way, and the lecturers should learn that way. They should copy with pride. Okay, Ni Bachona. I've edited it a bit. Mami Adwa says, Atik, I beg, don't be too hard, though. Don't be too hard. I take your very own Mami Adwa and a day and Heba. I'll say I know pay way hard. Anyway, what I keep with you?
You Kwame Mami Nyusu, Chairman General.
Yantuazo.
Mami Ndikanda, me communication director Kokrokoo pass because we drew no Nigeria na.
Hey, NHS abroche no bono papa.
Machino de na abeta. Sorry. Galamsey issues there. Me of okay. I have a take. I'm a position for a very long time till now. Na debia me kase yama we say anya careful. Ya be no MPP NDC sa na ya so na yakobo no fe yase.
Asema apanye jukum ka debia no.
Apanye jukum ka ho.
O se onya asem a for hombo NDC na MPP e be da ne amanyosem. Na asem na nkasa ko. Na
de dika ma menna President Akufo-Addo ase evise nano me kasae me ba nano ya me betra me ko kuma se me kansem bi kakra na me san ko UK so me san kasa for Galamsey ho makasa fa ho from 2017 till now wa me wan kasa de unyini wo barracks
soldier fofie
na me ti wo mun se ase papa they are very disciplined bi ana pocket of resistance bi bo mu a omodie omoso betimi aye niama ebi asebia emfra na makano from day one say ye from ogudie no eye dia ye will right to say it me too no ekwampa so na de ba ko a me de da president aseno and say and some me kai no from the beginning of ye share 2017 as they buy Galamsey issue or the presidency cra a bata ho a baya be drew tama ye hu sen suoni ate afi a drew pempen so obi afi de Galamsey no ba bia ye tu no na afi de ya kosi nsuo mu na ye tu na na mo a wotu no se asojafo no enko na omo timi nko protect nsuo no to a certain meters bi a any kwan say yetimi ekɔ ho no no de mesra soldier for because a soldier for the jomudi mayan compromise na yenso yemfa ye ho nkohie mu nkoye galamsey fo nkotubi
a soldier for moji omudi
ya ji omudi because a soldier for ye me no that is how I see military
apanyu ndi soldier for ndi on
me ji omudi baby ordinam no soldier for the ye ji omudi
na why no win your money language and communication
and and you why mami say friend to make cry
nka ni dia
it media mesra soldier for and now mo discipline training a mo wo enkola kra teto no na opani so kai enkola din semoni a yetimi do ko na ye de wako for training mu kakra obeba no wasakra eti mesre se ma wo mu nko di president hwamo ba bia yen ka se mo mu nko ye adwuma bia enhia omu nko bibi ti se enano matise se old videos no bia no su bi ho ba propaganda na obi akofa old videos ni bi no ya bana wa be TikTok no wa mana ye mu no ebi kwa na old video nko for escalator na ye hihie no excavator na excavator ya na ye ko hihie no be na ya kofa bi ni ya dia back na ye de be ka kire o mu na hihie nkofo ne ma ne ade but ensuo no so no mesre ensuo na ye se ye wo problem wo ho de number 1 e ho de wo mu nimre what the issue so true by be say how long and
can operation hot exercise be sustained
can me de menya anko tena ho forever ne bo be den but you protecting so no obi a obeye niammo ho so opese obansuo no ho from the landscape no omo demarcation ya omo aye ene ba bi omo hu say ye galamsey prone sensuo na ye de omo line up e protected that line there enye omo te won nko akra se omo nka ho se omo nko a ye wo 4 brigade ni hwan ni 2 brigade 4 BN me bo ene
BN brigade ye twe mache
ye sisa omo konso omo nko ye ya de omo akotina ho na hoso omo akoji yini na nipa ba akwa akotina ho every 2 weeks bia bi no ye mfa omo san free ho na bi nko na nye new face na omo nya adwuma no kama mfa mayen o my Ghana hiase ye nya nsuo no ho ban bo no whether MPP whether NDC eno nko ade
nsuo ne Ghana dia
ya adwene nsuo ne Ghana dia ye mo ho ban now ye ban on the face of the whole galamsey UTAG no me pese me come too much because atika kasa kama e wo ho pa so wo hwe ye wura baumia a policy direction in terms of how assess yetimi etu ya gudie na eye dia na we're making it very simple. Say, look, now we are in the modern day of technological advancement age. You bet to me, enya machines no more be dictated. Na yetimi a chance asini mu akwase ye. Ko kutuwe amso geological ifo no ba kono no woni ma ho amamre pa. Na yentimi nya sa kwan no say ye be dictate ye hu ampa. Asase no yemfuntam na nkoka se ade no yebekwa konya no be 5 miles but yen say 4 miles ni nyina ntumu ansan yakoduru ba bi ade no
into targeted
mining and that policy meni yewura baumia ya adwene 100% senka ya ade a NDC for so anya sa policy ni different type bi ena nka betimi aye kama but I'm not sure say homa kama ya te de mate every year mama ho ne say o se ono de adwuma ni o man ni mu nti oba obesa mo mu nyina tu na even kra o mu so a aban we born ho modern krampo di o mu edi ema ye de o mu ko gina senim ya ma edi o mu asem de o mu ko gina court kra so oba obesa mam na si nu asa release o mu nyina asa de o ma begum no ma konfuntam nsase nani na o ma se no menene nya adwene eti mesre mamu maye nya de we too much of politics me makase se ka ye benya enka sojafo no kra nka yenhwe na yen position wo mu yie na omo ntena asase na enne kra kwame nipa ni binum a omo ko omo fuo mu kra ko do kra keke galamsey fuo mu omo kwa omo nkodo because obi kutatuo ne sika gina ho se wo ba wo wasase no and the video bi a me hu ye or da se near timi the camera scene so wo video say dua no bode no ne yetwa to atwene no kokoo no na yetuaguo no mo ba bia ye wan muntimi maha. And this is something that is serious. And I think politicization ye mami jena na opoku agiman obatan sebe wo ma enkwalai enso wo ba wo na yase trekoi na utimi because just for political expediency na utimi ejina ho wo batwam se adwuma no gina omo no side se wo hye omo nkran se wo ba omo adwuma na omo ye no ayese ye be nkofo gi afri omo nsem no ye be ma omo kwan ama omo aya enye fe
o se ye be kire omo kwan pa ayede
wanka kwan pa no
me kai se metibi bisa
ni anka na metimi ate afri ne ho no se sani ayewura baumia atimi akekire mu se kwan pa no enu ni wei anyway enti ye faso be ye na mo ma me kwan na me ba. That is how mema ya regulate no na ya hihye ni yi ampa na yatimi
ebi e boba mi achi ni bisa se na uni we nyina de na onye ni sese
ho apena na no ya video bi e ba bonten yewura atame osinyame mfa ne kransie na okasa ma mani gie osita ma no ono ye vice president no onyakwanya free onyakwan opaniwa onyakwan e free ni wura Rollins ho ema wo ye niema bebre but onu no wo ye vice nunti na wonu na nya wonu na ye decision maker enti wo de to Ghana fo nim se ye nto abama no na onu ba ne hihye ya onu wo no se mandate ni bekura no so afna no no so aya ye de tumi na hye ne nsem enti afa de onu na baba be ye decision maker enti meni ye wura baumia ya adwene sesi ai na nado dankwa ene wo so onu na tumi ni kuta no ene opone ho kakra ma no se ko ye wei ne waye dodo na wadi ho no kre na me gidi se wo ye ne sa kwan no so man yampa because the reason why Kwame I'm very very skeptical about this galamsey issue many brave e wo ho ne se and many of the media people me tell who social media no maba United Kingdom na wakujina Tower Bridge any London Bridge Chelsea Bridge na watcha picture no na ni akire na chi akire nsuo no na obi atwa no photo na nsuo no kama Kwame say na me kan crutch on there if we are to give abrofo no 6 months say yen swap na yen kodi UK no mo no mra ha ya beba ha betwa photo ha it's about money
enti yen no ya adwen na nye
it's about how we make our decisions
and you just ya adwen na nye
mean kind but
who
can we be say Kwame no krani o ya tutu kwan nipa ni binom sabe opani aje kumte ha ti me kam sem na me frane ntoma pa sometimes when me ti say ya man no mu professors any lecturers those who with PhD na eniama bi say bana say ase omo no de omo hu gym na akoye ti say bia party bi na dwen yen say wono de mini side nti ebe say kra en say me kono sa kwan no so na me te omo se aya na emia because a free year Kwame Nkrumah penso na na de ba kon ye amanigie wo say amamuo ye de nimde uyi sabi fie nyansa na na enhimfodi bu ya man no to nchen a amamu ankasa ase ye ba amamuo mu as political front there ye de nimde ena ye na sata mu no se dodo na e wo nimde ne noso enti ye ma wo mu abin pa no kwan no mu nkosua ngoma na omumra back na omufo mu nimde eme supporto na yanchichire o mawi because that time no na Dr. Kwame Nkrumah title ne noso Dr. Buzia ne noso but Kwame it looks as if say me ya di ya kakra ewo and na yanya doctor ebinum kuta PhD bi amiensa on different level professors on different level. But when we are talking about the issues of this country, na me United Kingdom, na me te say they are politicizing it now. Akoye to say, I say, yan timin tinasepan share opinion you come to check amount. I'm sorry. Amount because material for long time me who say what compromise that baby no credit whether it's MPP, whether it's NDC, that is what you do. And say a banasa na me ye di nemre mu yewra Kwame Nkrumah ni swade hununu a ampa wonyade to wa ma yenya scholarship to around the whole world. MPP ba ye minti ye kramatisi yes wo mama ba say 60,000 a grow still. Until are we going to sit back? Now ye MPP, NDC, MPP, NDC sa amoma we at me apatitiana. Sebio.
You pini na obon Nkrumah basusano.
Of course, adie bi awaya. Onya nimdie bi to ho. Sa nimdie no me hu sa aban bia ba se onyet onto aso. Aban bia ba ma enekra de different types aban kra de. Ya sa kra in favoritism eno kra nya Nkrumah vision no a. Won si wo mo ma ben. Ti se ne nanado fa akwala na wo adeso. A wo nya no higher class exceptional situation. Now see that be wait ya miame somampa na odene to am wo United Kingdom, Brunei University. Na ampa akwala na ba ye from adeso ne maame ye interview no.
Yes, akwala na ben.
Yes, wo fa fom. Na onam fom twa miles and na go school. But free SHS we buy free senior high school buy. And na maame no e ba ni nya saa e kwan no. And na otimi twa ne yie ampa akwala we akọ United Kingdom of all the international people in the classroom. And your first class. That is the vision that Kwame Nkrumah was talking about. And I can see this young man's future in others who need important say yamfa politics and compromises akwala we are wo beba be ye obi a wo the change of that particular part ebama adeso enya kratifo a omodos. That is how we have to see this galamsey issue.
National.
We need to have it on a nationalistic approach. We don't have to compromise it. We don't have to say now assume I see yes me come met my bobidi because of our bonting.
There be more beauty.
Nipa bit me jina bonting say and anu ya mwamu UTV ya so kra video amahu say me sa ko yebiem na me yeye and na me ma wo mu luzu sa ho ni nyina na masa so prepare me ho me sa akobiem akoye biem. I think that guy should be even arrested. I think that guy should be arrested and questioned. And it's a very shameful act. And Pastor the video, the first one, standing on that platform, speaking to the people, encouraging and inciting them to go and denigrate the land and almost say no, chest out completely. And yet on my women na sebe niama bebre ya compromising na general. That guy should be in prison by now.
No
monsieur, that time.
No monsieur Masamba. Me unse uhit neba. Into the no monsieur. No mumpe specialized kakrama wafaki no. Kwame J. Santi says why are Americans not asking Kamala why she didn't do the things she's promising? If that logic is true, why didn't former President Mahama do the things he's promising now? Couldn't he have done those things between 2009 and 2016? If John Mahama can promise, Dr. Bawumia can also promise even more, because Bawumia has not been president before. Kwame J. Asante sends that one. And then he adds, tell my brother Atik, if people like Tony Obin, Kweku Boahin, ex-President Mahama, during the 2020 elections were descended upon heavily, we probably won't be here today. That is your aside for Atik. And Kwame J. Asante.
And were inspired by Mahama.
And Pacho Minkan, Samide
lose elections.
Or Semin Kanchero.
Until Obia will lose election. I mean, it is bad. It was in bad taste. And Nekra is still in bad taste. But to say Galamsey for I am emboldened because Obikano in 2020 like during the campaign 2020 there. Let's just say I think it's actually a bad reflection on government. Say Nipana promise we lose more mwenya to me no so musu makoda. And you are blaming Nipana oye campaign ayan to Abanama no. as the reason why Galamsey because it is bad and yes, condemning, but that cannot be the basis for the.
That cannot be the basis for what we are seeing today.
Now, some point, I just did a quick, search. No, see, apart from Takonsu, all the mining areas in Omulu, the one Shama, the one Umpoho, and some other places.
Oh no, honey, the Galamsey.
Hey, Chairman. Shama, Uko Ministry of Finance on their website, they indicate Shama is one of the areas mining area, one of the dominant activities, and they even indicate that apart from gold, they also mine kaolin in Yakikahu. And Shama is officially, a mining constituency.
Interesting.
Yes.
Right, 104.3 yeah, Babako Professor Ejekum Sobate Kumasi Fomutia Efia Dufie entry. Yes, and Ewa Wada Efia Dufie entry of Benstel School Amakum Kumasi or Papa Kofi entry or passport office Kumasi or say love and life to my daughter Efia Dufie entry of Benstel School Amakum from your dear father Kofi entry of the passport office in Kumasi. Prof, Mami Tio Kakane if you come and I know dear. Galamsey, Prof. Sound Kadia Mami come back because anytime say me know dear cabre. Yes.
Nana me ya be said, be dear. What the Galamsey for it's your now they obey for a girancha. Makobe be away for no.
O the Galamsey for jina ho. Now they are before switch down chair.
And that's a me pen kwa. Me to Mrika kobe be away for no.
How?
Because I bay for no. Omun kumon trabusia.
Okay.
So
your bush any or
your bush disabay for me to many animal bush any be anymore and just be one topic. Bagalamsey for no omu kumo bia.
Yeah.
Ensuo na omo ehunu no di nrogu mu no obia no ma ufri ni fio ebekum. Enura omo de frafra ebi akoye aduane mu ma bayere kra ye die eno so emfa ho so ye no di fie ni ebekum enti na say ma ye nyina adwene ekọ omo so na ekwan bi ebefa da kwa be say watie me a we de me no na ye dwuma ya onum say memfo a strike bia so say enkoso da. Okay.
Yeah, you've always, especially Dr. 4 UTAG.
Me wo hobby no. The other because Dr. 4 no say ya hweye na strike the ampa no aduro ntam ama wo mo a enipa ombewu no ye nyane wo mo a enyeye. A teacher 4 wa hweye a wo nwene say oh na say wo mo kwa na ye bie school ankara no ba ye besa a kire enti sa da. Dabi. Odum say strike no ba empempi nya say covid na ba ya 13 weeks adekire yeah strike no ba na bia na otwe biensan bosome ahye agu there's ye kwa ye betra shem no say enye dey ankara be so hwe it is topics edu na say betra bensia betumi aba o ma yan so hwe no enan na akara o mo ansua no ayi from bi o no mbehia e da akara na ye linguistics awie but topics bi o ha wansua obi aye sociology awie e bi a topics bi ehia pa o sociology mo and am say strike nti wanya kwan ansua nti no da bia na be madwene say enka kwan bi e be fa so a ye besia no ansa na strike na ba no yanje ho adwuma
na sabani tintintinti
o ye tintintinti a enti na ya na nkomiasie no ewo ho no adna ankora ya train wo mu kame ebi no ka koye medicine ebi no be lab assistant ni ade sankofo no se ya ma wo mu a minister de hia kame obi wo pa ne ahweye
Saba
obi okọ pharmacy ona obi se na wa ma wadura ahwe ni ye
Peace FM.
When ya kwan ansua strike ni ade na ama na amene Mesre. What was a UTAG a cost strike? Yan you know whom you know. Come in, maybe who say. Say, you be squares on a strike and over.
Yeah.
You are international students. But you're back on general almost.
Some moment, I'm a fee paying. And I'm sick and mood.
Mood. On none back one. Maybe I say, and then I'm and one better honor. As soon as you know. Now, since I know your trends and Koranaba, and my university in Iron Shay be say, I won't see a cost strike a day. You're special classes.
Oh, sir.
Oh, yes. Young to make us almost uncle.
Because of my badada.
Oh, my badada. And the bus answer.
And my triaka.
One more triaka. A bus answer a tea and nimunium. A so. And tea said Brafo Fromo and Granunya now on Bequa. Beyond Nigeria, they say.
Nigeria, the moment.
Beyond Dombeco Kenya.
And Kigali.
No, but Chairman, but even in the UK, I've experienced university strike 3 times. You know, in my stay in the UK. Normal.
On cancer, you're normal.
No, I'm tired.
On patch,
effect.
Yeah, effect.
Name soon so no. Say on my banner. Say a fever from Namso Ghana, Yamon Kohana. Eh, Debio, a Cobem Premier, you don't cry go be a strike about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say, university say, yen to be more your home modern. Naya yenya IGF. It be free international students. And my ranking say Shema internationalization come home.
Okay.
University be no timbo modern say for free baby. E be so yande ho. To strike no ba, do mani betre baby fufuro. Ntinkade ma say no ni say nkai bakra. And na COVID buy no your educational calendar na aseye dru baby o say we October mu September ending and na nanke ye be school ade akane na be in August.
Wow.
And when aseye ye kra nanka etumi asisi animu kakra
no ma ka chia
baby nanka academic calendar no ye betumi be school August and na we asaba de be sere na empany for na mo da UTAG no omo nwini we no ho yie na ye hwe kwan e betumi afa so na se ye bibi ne be ye a school de ya tum sa ya na ha me
Obani in Ukraine the Okan so UK omo nche dan kon too fast yeah often sir yeah akoye lifestyle yes
I don't talk about his lifestyle German in them have experienced 3 of them
German the Opani can am say ade a ye nyina ye mfo ya no ntum Ghana fo nyina ye nsre say o
ye mpo mo chew so mo samra
German I'm penyin so to suspend the activities no mo nko yes you too when have now to once na so
me too halfway no mo ntimi mane
no o too mo money for no so now so to jam
as a tick ya enjoys
o too agina mo afo no
now o too mo
money for say ya o susu mo na
nti e pa o ma chew no so now I mean you know what to do
come into a hono ne ameka no na galamsey no de ahia de so sa na ya jano so na bi pa bia ya hwe senke be free mo aba ama hoto abada na ya nya no sa gisa wo a wonfa ekwan a nsu akese da so owura be ho o fa to pe owura be ho gina me from say abai 4 years no
o unya abai 4 ope
o come say abai 4 no say do ha begina ho na me totomania na me fie ni bia ni mu a madidi and me fie din wo mkra bia na ompemedam okay meko but wenum de on samu bia okun a no okun enti come yam hwe na ne ma bia
ni consider the politics we need to find
some politics in there makase some mama NDC ne MPP basem bi mu pe asabana say
yeah
ana kwa me ka me kan say ba bi edidi ko no wa hwe ya wa go fufu awe kura u twa trauma ko no bi ebe say ejina ho banche no to hin fa
say we da bi amiti
o to NDC banche na MPP
hey asuma sinu banche no akoto
ni kura
fa trauma no sa to nkwa no de ben na ye nkofin so aya da bia ye du omo achi aye say come say omo ba mo ha if you are on point mo de mo nim omo satama na ndc ne MPP e ba he omo wi omo ya namfo
baby ah we answer kra na ye namfo United Kingdom we ba ye ko gina radio so ne ye kasa ubahwe na we di fa na we di afa enzo nipa no wie ya no afa telephone no asa ring me ye di komo ye normal
enti why na mo sisi
that is the problem. How we are talking about.
Yes.
Nipa na wa bonte no omunya sa ahotoso no say yenya atamfo but akoye political expediency ngofo no obi apese odi kakra fam exchange of ideas
galamse no o de to aban ko aso ba enye ye e wom say to me ni nyina de ye de ama ban na ono ka say empuna e be hye yen nyina ya won to boa bi wom say ye betumi aboa ama galamse no eso ate ye din ga ka sa ahemfo e wo nwura apresu fo mpanimfo wom UTAG fo mpanimfo say omo abibi wo mo nsem no ebinum so obi o fa soldier fo mpanimfo ya ebi obi
ensantrofo so say
ebi so ebi obi
ya mo dai
ebi obi
ezi musumutu ga
asofo ya mo dai
general chairman general adena no just say ye nyina ya dwe say ye pese ye bu ye ni guso because ade no affecting kofo bi o mo ye akasefo e wo manwe mu so what I say
na me hu ne say aya nipa kwame nipa nwene owuo hu so owuo wo ho say ade nipa dwene pa say dachi mewu a nka bebrebe ni bobo nyina ye de ko onko a ye ntwa ha ma na utu wi a ye san fa hanka ho na utu wi a ye san trem
sika hia na uju wi
sika sen na we nyina o de ko am say da bia me ba na ba ye matomani ahwedan yo ya nam ka say so obi wo mabro sen nyina papa say kwa am ne dia na ka ni nyina ya dan na we yi hasa ha na obeda chance tetena mienu ase on talking's bed ubunyama akoduru ha obesa bunyama ba na se musion kana no ya na dwen say oh adai we madam wache bosumi ni me ko dan ba kono mu me ko dan no nso mu bosumi me free na me ko de wo soro pa na kwa me ahwe ya je say mo frɛ pantanfo
na ese je say atiafa open
say dwene sa dia na ya dwene so say me kwa me to galam say na me nyam ho a na nkototo adan wa brochire UK na matobi wa US kra state bia menyanke bia me odan ho
you kra o ka o de ko di bia
dako nya enkwangura no ye ne dia no obaka zamasa fasi ya
what shall a prophet a man
yes so nya wiase nyina na ohwere no kra ya dwene ba ni ayem fa ya dwene nkoso se enade me go ska metumi amankofo me bonkofo pa because omun kotu ombetu omun sasase na ombesei me de wo mu no na me hwehwe minya wie na minya me gold a kofo koto amna mu no mu kura
no fani ade kra ba ko en nwanwa so ne se ya no omu so wura firi se ye wu ba no so omu so ka ho because omu so wi akrantie kakra
okay omu ko ni mu ya
ana kantie so ne poison ni
kantie so ne poison wo mu jo ono akra so onwene hu se oku ono a so ne hu
se omu hu
mama men come etie for so kaka etie for amu etie ye mesremo titru mu amutie o Facebook any YouTube ye hu mo complaints ne se ahoma no etwetwesi mo fanche na mama technicians aswate say mo say sound no ase etikwa na ba titru ni Facebook any YouTube for mo fanche pamcho ye ho adwuma ene mo a mo afa ho edidi atem no pacho asem ne de ye kan yen kan fine on one obi nya adwen kan fefefe se me no nya adwen sebio anyway Professor Jakum obi se me dase or say the lecture strike is the reason why up to today we don't have a 1995-96 academic year in the history of Ghana's university education. For 9 months we were at home. That is tinti a queer part. since that one. Edra Kobana Ewo Corona Queens, New York. I think it's becoming very difficult concerning the prevention of illegal mining. He should praise the efforts of Nana Akufo-Addo in the fight against Galamsey. The reason is that Nana was, in other words, watering a bottle because former President Mahama has vowed to release them. Okay, Atik says it's a poor excuse. Galamsey's solution: we must use the gods of our ancestors to curse. Hey, Kebedu. Asemi America here. Oh, Atik. Hey. Atik. Hey. Yesano. Yesu River God swim. Abusumu. Echomo on here we. Atik. Malik was if you come out Pacho. Shama, there's no single Galamsey activity there.
Look.
And he disagrees with you. Now that is Malik and Obine. Now Meba Nia Ite says Atikukra lately you are becoming arrogant. Why? Why are you responding to everything? That's Nia Ite or Nia Ite and Obine. Chairman General, people in politics know we cannot stop Galamsey within a short time to the elections. They are all playing political games to their advantage. Odeshi Ejabing in her show. And no ebae. Now I can't really say I can't be 17 minutes now. My time I should not or semi sorry call. Inti Niakanum. Say Galamsey is still a major issue to be discussed, and 53 days to the election is also here. I think final comments.
Chairman, on say Yaka Galamsey wants me River Brim. On the Mika's Omukazu Abaya suspended like 2642 and renewed efforts. No?
Yeah.
And Amika said, look, I bind him what to do, but they are just dancing around the solution. Suspend the activities Nina. Renewed now, yes, Africa, without any sustainable plan. No? River Brim, and there's this guy who uses drones to capture the river bodies. Your friend Adam Sremsai. Yeah, Sremsai. Or no, he captured the Birim River on the 11th of October.
11th of October, 4 days ago.
4 days ago, I was with your Fobe Pamomu. Andre, yeah. Chama, look at the picture. Champagne singing back to the river.
Me can say shoot to kill him. No,
I agree with you. Me they shoot to kill him. Me for papa.
Abe Kusika se men can't say there's no Galamsey in Shama.
Oh, says
okay.
Abe ko ankade ankebe mo.
Me can say yemu tu nkuni pa mo simi ni pa boni.
Chairman, unim say in Singapore. Dealing in drugs say who tongue.
Oh, you're dead.
They'll kill you. It's execution.
Dead. Ura Singapore.
Still. Yes.
Apart from that, a more small red card.
Yes.
Ya churo also.
Yes.
Say ye me muha.
Oh yeah, drugs.
Say ukra drugs na o de ba ye bekum.
Na chama juma de ba kokra
They don't compromise.
Ghana for adina me feel say yen Ghana for na wo ye towns and villages na say omo ebi omo yo. Say say kra de Burkina
foreigners.
Nigeria it's something that it's out of order.
Omo bad, omo ankasa cannot do. Ghana for wo ha omo lead omo no di omo enim. Chairman, shoot to kill policy ni there me fuaso. Sometimes you need to take some of these hard decisions.
Because how comes 4 days later almost back?
Yes, they are back. With the church and fines and it tells you say, look, as said me, I keep saying, yenim say, policy that's who you are still free to mine. Until they will still go and do whatever they want to do. Banka buy a suspended. Now I deploy soldiers. You obia behun with a massa. Nipa no ko share ne busia for.
So ani so I undermine soldier for no so adumane kakra because 4 days there me sure say we need to be a bit cautious as well.
No, once they do they move to the next. They don't stay. No, this is look, that's what the guy does. Only Juani.
But it can also be say be cross one facts na woman no factual nkasa ye. Enti necessarily encourage ya soldier for no nansu.
Yankasa omu nye juma, but omu ya they are moving to the next side and they come back. Say soldier phone cannot be everywhere at any point in time. Enti omu be pam omu then they move to the next one. Now,
then we have to add more soldiers to cover the whole area. I mean, that is idea about coming before say.
Well, so that's a suggestion, but that suggestion cannot invalidate this point I'm making. Oh, and the fact soon say, look, look, Abai knows what to do. Chairman, they know what to do. The fact that when you're interested, Abai has run out of ideas. Ebanzen omutimi Canadian money ye. They know what to do. And look, let's treat Galamsey like armed robbery. And now Bibia Nipania shoot to kill who kai Interior Minister was it Avoka
Cletus.
When there was this surge in armed robbery in Ghana, he came up with shoot to kill police. Chairman, armed robbery confirm at once. What is here? But defend because sometimes, like I said, ministers CB, MPCB, politicians CB, party executives, they are proxy galamseyers. Oh, they say or not champagne zoo, but our boys are muye galamsey no mano. Until what the very people to implement these things? Until their commitment is the problem. Commitment. Let me end on this note and thank once again UTAG. Oh, Chairman, they deserve every commendation that my energy can allow.
Runs for Jampo and Co.
Yes, they deserve it. And Chairman, it's not for the fact. Look, we need to stand for something.
Or we'll fall for everything.
That's the point.
Okay.
That's how say, Mune. Say you had a meeting with government before. Mika, the other groups are in the other, like the other groups in organized Lebanon. They claim they had met with government before. And it was on the basis of that meeting that declares our strike. No? Say, ni abanka no na mubu njuso. Until you decided to say on the 10th you are going on strike. All of a sudden, there is some inspiration. Say, abayin shisha or the other two holm nudiye. Munti bida muhum bida. Until you are so satisfied, say, Mudiye, you are calling off your strike.
I think this one I know you have a sense of humor, so I'll read it. Please, why is Atik behaving this way this morning? Ask him. Has he had an issue with his wife before coming to your program this week? Francis Brackway. I just said that. I think we fear why? Francis Brackway.
I don't know, be say, piano.
Oh yeah. No, I mean this. I take it lightly.
Sir. But I know he has a sense of humor. Anyway, as a call for case, so no Kumasi for an pay mutibium. Yes, hey, me bad boy, small boy, be a friend of Bismarck, Nana Bafo Sapong Junior. And now you are with our home Bismarck, Nana Bafo Sapong of Mount Olivet School Quadra. So, Papa. Chief Inspector Bismarck Bafo Senior say yemfa unshe eradensa. Inti happy birthday from Senior Bismarck to Junior Bismarck. Did Atik say we should handle Galamsey like armed robbery?
Or even worse?
I don't agree. We haven't succeeded in eradicating armed robbery. We should handle it more seriously than we handle armed robbery. We don't shoot and kill armed robbers. So he's suggesting with the Galamseyers. Two, no jane kwan fe. Two, no jane kwan fe. But enwa ne bitimi aboy. Enwa. Ofake.
General.
Yes, I answer so.
And this is here na say the okay yan fanko parliament na yan konko pass mram fanko shoot to kill and say.
Oh, that's we nyamra.
It's operational.
When you operational instructions.
Now obi so ko fana ko jina Galamsey sport no wafu. Open ya na bo. Otinifie baby o. Akoyine free. Galamsey side.
There be yes we the soldier for penny operation.
It's a gray area.
There be a soldier for penny operation. Any civilian, any police. Ye hu so tinsuo so. Near Jakwan. Ye home so now forest who to Galamsey. But in every war situation, 15% casualties allowed. Intino
I think they say and in
the meantime, in Pacho Yanyan TS Kumasi Kwansu, if you Konongo Eba and Yinem, yes, traffic. Heavy traffic Ain't a pa chopper with you as usual. You call back to your police for ya. Papa police, yes, Ramon. Maybe I'm not swatted that maybe I'm not your juma. Nemo ye bode uro say every konongo titru ebenim. Yes, say traffic be a wahon. Bear 4 hours near just between konongo and enim. Ain't he? So why you say, oh, the car every Kumasi bank crying. And now we'll buy in swam. I know if it's swam and uncle koha. Yes, Ramon. Yes, every konongo ebenim. Traffic be a pie ewo hono se police frontier me ji so mate ba yes abom kokko say we dey semara monhwe eman why yo okay
I'm say all the countdown to election 2024 52 days to go
yeah
na em dey say unsa kasa ankra we sisia if we say abrochire obi ani ho a wo bekọ akotena ho akoka kire say traffic wo ho oh, some major road we are here. Cameras no wa picky. As I say, Obia who near says, oh, your police phone says, oh, quickly the control room will inform them for them to take the necessary action. On our main roads, there were patrol officers. Our money, Omojuma, say, you know, Senka, Kumasi to Accra Road, you will not. Kabia pakisi baby na ya highlighting no nesio na djuma ne se omo patrol kwan no so check hwese den and e cause accident kra na besi a quickly na ya move in ya clear baby a de enti amede ya fa ha ne se eno na ye wura bawumie ka ho asem ansa ase no abrochire de na ye hu no esi mu ache na se ya anye careful as o man na yantimi anya consistent governance in such institutional establishment na yenya because we are talking about institutions here. If institutions are working really well, you digitize systems and making sure say ampa sa niema wenum nyina you building upon akoye existing ideas. Yeah, the piano, then upgrade consistently. E di baby a ma we ya be drew say no me for say e no de me de beba be ka sa countdown yi ho asem say mesre Ghana fo say ye wura bawumia nipa dodo na atudi na chi e wo campaign trail no enye by accident eye Ghana fo ahu sa nipa we se wo ahobrase sonko bi otia asem na so nyeden wo nimdie bi a and I always say Bawumia is pregnant with ideas esese otimi wo na etimi enyini eboa Ghana etimi de me sre Ghana fo jenu ame mama sem nwa ho kra
I decided now.
Sa number 1 na oda no ye se dia me Martin se duru ba bi kura na e ko duru e kronkro ni bi so a oba ni ate ni tiri na firi so ono da number 1 no na ni oni ho biem na de also no ye number 2 na wo to aba man eti wo a wo be kwa ko duru ope a wo be hu se wa hunu wo sono no e bia na wo hye da nim Bawumia yie na wa hunu se wo sono no da number 1 la no so bi e kire se ya tiniti na firi so sanfa ballot paper no a de ma ho no fa ko back na ko je foforo a obehunu se wo sono no da so na wakoto e de timba bi a wo sono no wo no na wo de amana aye fefefe na me san tu wo mo tete nkofo ti firi so nso se wo mu nyai se wo mu ana se wo mu anye kefo e kina wo be na de opani agekumu kan se yantimi antu ase ye wura Bawumia ma na wantimi a me fan hye papa na ye kana meboa yen ama ye nyina ye ntimi antuni ye anya sika kama wa bra yen san so mfa sign na ne ho ahwan kokum nkofo a then ne bia wan hwe nyame amo akodi banchi bi na wo ankasa akoti obi tito efiri so no na wo so tiate chama jibra ba bia me
wa fa ke me da say Kingsley Edumata Ajipong NPP UK chairman do be the friend of K and pay this one says Kwame, as I'm sending this text message right now, galamseyers are walking and passing right in front of my house to the site, the Jimmy River. I hope there's a river like that, meaning the Jimmy River is being polluted under the watchful eyes of community leaders. Who should I report to? Tell the soldiers to come to Obuasi and its environs. River bodies are seriously at risk in Obuasi and its environs. Abu in Obuasi. Kwejo Ahodo in Sheffield, UK. Kwejo says, you can't promote an environmental good in any community if the people in that community do not see the need for the good. We can't fight Galamsey if those in the Galamsey communities do not see the need. My regards to Wafake. Kwejo Ahodo, Sheffield, UK. UK for okay, so minimum. Ken Wood in Takoradi says, in fighting Galamsey, we ask the current government to eliminate it. But let's also equally ask the opposition what they will do if by accident they get the nod. Ken Wood in Takoradi. Chairman 1 in Tantra Hill says, my suggestion is to use technology to monitor and also use laser guided missiles to bomb them like the Mossad did in Iran. Laser guided missiles to bomb. Tell the young two on bomb. Simon Yao Matthew in Takoradi says, let the government bring back the cultivation of cocoa plantations and palm nut cultivation. Galamsey will stop. Yao Matthew, Omocha cocoa ni the Galamsey, I say the plantation every day. I don't hear some no. Omocha cocoa at the Galamsey. And then this one says, hey, one more pet dying on Pamcho, Mofa penny paper now, Obi short ton down for 4 papa 3-bedroom self-compound Assassin 60 by 90 or mile 7 our best point is 3-bedroom self-compound Assassin 60 by 90 or mile 7 best point is and Obiso say our 4-bedroom story house 4-bedroom and so Achimota into upe 3-bedroom Diana and no mile 7 best point echi. That's a prime area. Obiso say 4-bedroom and so Achimota. Yes, now Empacho while you're interested no. Yes, number near 053 449 1900 053 449 1900. I think you on your show on Kahona Wafake Numti and
Galamsey. Sa senior Manabe or Motutugu, a soldier for his Sanka Oshimwa and crisis crash or might be a crisis more. Omona be or near Moma because it's a sandbag, no near Dana, bridges near Dana. Don't mean your reclaiming of the land because me who say a co-order.
And Patrol land reclamation,
a soldier for ya wo me nyina manya 57 years no more maintain say Ghana so akowo bia da land reclaiming of the land.
It is not that simple.
Yes,
land reclamation
is it
science and yes simple say yes
no but say asoja for engineers who scientists
yes
they are technical people.
Fantastic. So now we are coming to where nipa kro mom edwuma so omye no also mom edwuma omom akade
yes
and mom sika die akire
Ministry of Lands and Energy. There is
money meant for
reclamation.
We should also take technical people no na baby
same baby
look into that.
No, I agree. But Ministry of Lands and Energy, they have what it takes. And I agree, it's a good suggestion. They should reach out to Yakans and Soldier Phone.
They will very gladly do it.
The way on men
say I'm biased.
And there is money meant for projects.
I know now.
It's something we need to.
I know now. Okay. And now Kumasi for Mutie Samson Kwame Nyamiche ni Unianum Ewa Hello FM. Yechia Munina Anope. Anywhere we teach Medi Ewa Hello FM. Munina Ichiamu ya damasi se mu patronize Hello FM Kumasi MI. Any baby amutie Kokrokoo Jumedi Anope nyina. Minyaba Hannah Blebo Kumasi Hannah Blebo. Good morning to you from Accra. Prof.
Kwame.
Yapon.
Aka na say aduonum miensa.
Mpatwai.
Aduonum mienu.
Abenyo.
o say nsu anta wi aba
FM.
We dey wi aba because ye yanka ne ade ya aduma ye bedum so bia
ye say ya ba yanim say ya to aba no bia ye beto e ka ho nkron say men konta ye dia na so utie campaign na o me ya na yi ya mia kakra bi efri mu a ekoye ema party ahodo no nyina sa adende obomu na kire wado uhu binum billboard na uhu binum billboard na uhu mun billboard o dum say billboard gu ahodo
monkeys play by sizes wọ́n sẹ́ mẹ́mẹ́ ni
ẹni wọ́n mú sọ dín kò fọ́ọ̀tì ẹni sẹ́
ẹni ẹ̀tọ́ dẹ̀ bí a nya billboard nso na ẹ̀tọ́ aba
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
ẹnu ansẹ nsẹm na wode ka kyerɛ nkɔfoɔ no nkɔfoɔ bɛte waseɛ na ɔma anya gidie bi wɔ mu sɛ ɔba a wobɛtumi ayɛ na sɛ atɛmdidie no akɔfam kakra akame awerɛ ho sɛ nano de si ɔmamo bi ɛsiiɛ sɛ ɛnka nsi saa nka ho to yɛkɔ yɛ anim no yɛsuayi nneɛma bi yɛmpɛsɛ saa nneɛma no ebi bɛsisi abom sɛ internal yi campaign bi baa a obi so wɔ hɔ a ne so obi discover na nipa wɔ hɔ nyina dwane kɔɔ ne hɔ ano kai
tamale 2008
so yɛsɛ asomasi apo nipa tika no pinasi nyina
away bas
obi akɔ sɛ baabi a ɛkɔ no obi a ɛka bɛba sɛ na mepia
yeah
I mean, young to me, a trom free moon. A tropa, oh, yes. A campaign, I'm a tron so count. A tra and then no crest account. I told the bizarre a trobia, baby, or wapa, Titamon, as I'm for your coming here, as say honey yendi.
Just a move what?
That's just a move up. Some people are out here, say, near Backrock Cana. And then no credit of crowd is a honey yadi. But all can. It's young, I say to me, a bomb on the my yadjuni mudo. Na Yahuno Besepani couldn't hide. Na Paseno Benyan Sanfo. Nafi Yahun said, I can't end that a crabby. Obi discard that down out to Abamana, Ophian 9. And now they are shedding some. Na so kwa me wonim baabi aya me gina se oba se obama miska esem sesem mfie nan
no
akon homabo ne ayi a me kɔ ne mensa ayi fra me kɔ ne sika bitia and afi me sentia de a me di firi akokuma se mbubu nyina ba on ma hwɛ me danka na kwada me hwɛ school fees
na je se o de me ka papa
chaza o na o ba hwɛ me se o betumi atua ne nyina ama me
meto ama
ene para dodo ayi onyame aso so ama free SHC
ene me krata dodo a me to nyina se o betumi minim se me bubu ma wa wo
da road ntua
enti o de agyae me na me fa madwene se madwene yam se wo na meto abama wa beto ama na na kai yenyi otan emfrim isa say yenyina ye Ghana fo omo pri nyina obi a obedi nkunim bia ye Ghana ni na obedi nkunim na amayen ti say ahwe na otan no bedi mu na fe uwi a uhia onua kra ontumi nchia no na me dem wa reshem se onyame na wahwe yen so free 1932 abepem sa abre na sa nyame no onye nyame a odo kwa na agya okwa mfimfi
onyame dada no a
dada na oni ebedi ni yie na abato we nso asomdua bem kama ye to ababiem se 2004 nkofo toto mo ni anwa ni bibia
no musuro
omusuro se ye bi ntra se bibia nsi nyame adom bibia nso nsi na omo ko campaign no yesro mo nyankopon mo ho ban bia America 10 ade we no iti oprea na yebeduru abano na okokromoti na ode koto no eni hɔ a okoto no sei ebeduru na wo nan ni hɔ a na mdss say no mo hu se bi wɔ hɔ a ɛho hia sɛ yɛde ka bebree na ɛkɔ na nyamena onto busupa emu Ghana so.
Amen.
Na ne de bia enye ye.
Amen.
Say ye ni o ma bia ko papa ko anyina onso asaba. O se chinyo oda
Masaba.
Wow.
Na me hu no ma bia me de emu ye me de eche Ghana hada. Ah o ma ya nwadwane ni mpunam nyina wa.
Mpunam yesu dia sema ba ho.
That's it. Peace 104.3 mid Professor Kofi Ejikuma say yeta friend opinion Ejikum. Atik Mohammed from the Republic of Gambaga to Accra no pay me dana say and meda wofake ase ni din aka say Kingsley Dumata Ejipong or MPP UK chairman and on the communications director Kokrokoo Bimpe medana sibebre medamu nyina ase no pay say mode ma honde munim de munyansa ebeboa yedwumedie no na Adas FM for working tampo mosima minka hello FM nko eti Adas FM working tampo mebo mabaso edamasi so no pay. In the meantime, happy birthday to you, Spendy Love Adade. It's from your dear mom, Vida Opoku in Germany. From your siblings and your colleagues of the Peace FM newsroom. Birthday blessings to you, Spendy Love Adade. Life and love to you. I know I need you. Thanks to you, broadcasters at 12. Make way for Kofi Kumbilson. May your day be blessed as always. Remember to keep your dreams and hopes alive. It's all you have. Yes, my prayer for you, my dear listeners, in the book of Numbers in the Bible. Numbers 6:24 to 26. Happy birthday to you, Philip Kofi Isumang Jr. Hope you had a good celebration and enjoy your birthday, Philip Kofi Isumang Jr. It's from your dear mom, Joyce Inchi of Efia Exclusive. Shouting out to you, Beatrice Datson at Bui Power Authority. And as always, when you stop to say a prayer, remember to say one for me too. It's 8 minutes past 11. God bless. Good morning.